Welcome to the Best Life Ever Team podcast. I am your host, Prince Raphael Shawan. Tweet is PRS for short, and this is not your ordinary podcast. On today's episode, we're going to talk about when is the right time to move on. You know it's the right time to move on when you feel like everything that you've tried has been met with some sort of challenge, or the universe itself is guiding you to make change, and even other people or other things that are involved are just not working out or coming together, and that's the universe saying that it's time to move on. My advice to anyone is to move on before there's malice. Move on before you start to do things that are hurtful. And the reason why I bring up this conversation is because I want to address the fact that I put a post on my social media that expressed that I will not be traveling with Next anymore. I'm still 1/3 owner of the brand Next, but I will not be traveling with the group, and we're not doing any scheduled performances. If there are any special performances that is created for some reason that needs all three of us and it works out for all three of us, then yeah. But as far as regular touring as we have been for the past 25 years off and on, no, that won't be happening anymore regularly. So I just want to say, first off, thank you, Next. Had a beautiful run. Everything was amazing. It was beautiful. Even the challenging times, the things that I didn't love so much, it stretched me, made me stronger, made me more aware of myself, what I do want and do like, and what I need, and how I need to be. And I wasn't always the easiest to work with or the best group member. Been going through a lot of spiritual healing and a lot of growth and evolution within my life. So I've gone through a lot of different phases and a lot of changes. And I'm thankful that I am at a place in my life where I'm very comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with the opportunities that I have set before me, and a lot going for myself, working with a lot of different people, a lot of different opportunities that just coming out of nowhere. So I'm definitely thankful to Next for the foundation to be where I am in life. And I just want to say that if you see them on a show, go and support. Still all love. I wish them the best. I hope that everything works out for them and everything is as successful as it's meant to be. And I would love to just see everybody win. That's what it's all about in life. I know when people part ways or separate, people want tea or drama, or and I believe just things just eventually come to a point where they've served their purpose and you've done all you can do, and it's time to part ways. It's just like graduation. When you go to school and you love all your friends and your teachers, and 12th grade comes and you got to separate, you got to go. So you got to look at life the same way. Some things are going to be in your life forever, and some things are going to have an expiration date, and when it comes, you just have to be thankful for all the experiences that you've had attached to that thing, and then you just let it go. And so with that, we come to the topic of how do you know when it's time to move on? And we're all capable of so many things. And I think sometimes we get caught up with something that's good to us and we get comfortable, but we know sometimes we have to let go of that thing that's just so good to us for something that's greater for us. And doesn't mean that the thing that you walk away from or separate from is bad. It just means that there's something else for you that matches you better. It's like if you wear a pair of shoes and they semi-fit, it feels good, but a shoe that's made perfectly for your foot is so much better, and you'll enjoy wearing it a lot more. So when it's that time, be okay with letting go. Be okay with not knowing how things are going to be. Be okay with the uncertainty of the newness of your opportunity. And just remember, you made it through 100% of your challenges. You'll get through this as well. So there's no failure. Like only failure is quitting. If you don't quit, you still have an opportunity to accomplish great things. We're all made for great things. We're all born out of a great situation. I mean, your father released over 300 trillion cells for you to fertilize one egg and be born. So we're all born winners. And so many things had to go right for us to be here. So now that we are here, use your life for the greatness that you're made for. Do what you're meant to do. Be proud of yourself. Be fearless. Be courageous. And go where no one's ever gone before, because only you have your fingerprints. Only you have your name. Only you have your social. Only you can be you. So there is something that's in store for you that you know that only you can achieve and accomplish. But you just have to do what it takes to make it happen. And a lot of times it's letting go things that you've grown accustomed to or comfortable with. And you have to be able to just move forward with full faith that you're gonna be all right, it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna be great. At this point in my life, I feel fully confident about where I am. I feel really confident about where I'm going. I learned a lot being a professional singer for the past 25 years, traveling the world. Honored to be one of the writers of the song Too Close, which is still Billboard's, which is still number 30 on Billboard's Hot 100 of all time, of all songs made. It's an amazing honor to be a part of that. We have awards to our name that we've accomplished, and I don't want to run the list down, but I will say this, that those things were training grounds for where I am today. I am here to be a voice for those of you who feel like you're voiceless. I've been there before. I know what it feels like. I've been in situations where I felt like I should have left a long time ago, and so I made it nasty, and I got really, I don't know, I guess I was just really lashing out at the person or people involved in the situation, because I knew that my life was forcing me to move, and I wanted to stay because it felt comfortable. Even though it was challenging, it was familiar. So sometimes we stay in situations that feel at least predictable because we're afraid to take that next step and to just go into the unknown and to be vulnerable and to not know what's going to happen and not be able to control things. And we have to let go control. And that's where the saying let go and let God comes from, because if you believe in any higher power, that higher power is guiding you all the time. It doesn't take any breaks. It's just human beings acknowledge it sometimes, and sometimes we don't. But I think the best way to live life is to just have trust, have faith, believe, let go, and just, leap, jump. And every single time you'll be surprised. You can fly. You've been flying all along. So if you're sitting in a situation and you feel like this situation is uncomfortable and you feel like it's been taking a toll on you, I know the universe is, it will start with a whisper, but it's definite, and it will get you to the point to where you will have to move. And that whisper will turn into a nudge, and then it'll turn into maybe a more firm example of the fact that you need to move. And then once it starts to yelling and pushing and forcing you out of the situation, that's when a high level of discomfort comes, and that's when turmoil and things that feel like hatred and all that type of stuff comes. So you gotta get out of there before it gets to that point, because you don't want to hurt yourself or anyone else, mentally, physically, emotionally. You just want to just get out of there as soon as you can. One of the major things that I teach myself and my clients is how to balance your simp. And I know a simp is usually a word used to describe something that's not cool or something that people don't want to connect with. But to me, a simp is your spirit, it's your emotions, your mental state, and your physical state. When you balance these four things, your spirit, your emotions, your mental state, and your physical state, when they're all balanced, that's when you're really living the best life ever. That's when you're living a full life. And I think that every single day, We have a new opportunity to be more in balance with those things. Stop fighting against life. Start going with the flow. Start going with the current, and realize that the universe and life itself is here to favor you. It's not here to challenge you and make things as tough as possible. And it can be if that's what a person wants, because the universe is here to grant your wish. So if a person wants to worry, it will bring you more to worry about. If a person is a hypochondriac and they're always thinking that they're going to be sick or something's going to happen, then yeah, sickness will be in them. But if you believe that things are always going to work out for you, things are always going to be cool, things are always working in your favor. If you believe those things and you believe it with all that you are and you have gratitude to go with it, you will live a life that you've only dreamt of or heard about. I'm telling you, the key to life is to make sure that you're grateful and you're not trying to control everything, because we can't control what the weather's going to be today. We have scientists and other people who try, but you cannot control things that are outside your control. And it will only stress you out, and it will only make you feel like you're not living the life that you know you deserve to live. And that's where the discomfort comes from. So when you let go of all the control, and when you realize that you're here for a greater reason than you've been giving yourself credit for, stop focusing on all the wrong stuff. Listen to your inner guidance system that's telling you to move. It's telling you to do something different. It may be telling you to wake up earlier, go to bed earlier, stay up later, change who you hang out with, change your diet, start working out, start walking more, doing more exercise, eating more green vegetables, drinking more water, drinking less liquor, doing less drugs. There's a number of things that life is telling us, and most of the time it's happening either in our dreams, in our daydream, or in the shower, or in times when it feels like the universe has our undivided attention. Listen to those things, because they're telling you to move. Those are all the signs that you need for you to move to your next level, to your next phase. The universe speaks to us through signs, wonders, numbers. It comes through other people, other things. Sometimes doors close to guide you to the right door. And unfortunately, some of us missed, or not, you can't miss your blessing, but some of us prolong getting to our blessings and to our gift because we're so busy looking back at what we thought we lost, or what we thought we should still have, or why was that taken, or why was this person taken, or why did this or that happen. And we should be present in the moment and be like, look, whatever's happening, I know it's happening for a greater reason than I know. Also, everything that's ever happened has guided me to this point in my life. I'm still alive. I still have an opportunity to do something because I'm still here. I'm still breathing. So learn how to trust. Learn how to trust yourself. Learn how to trust your life. Learn how to trust circumstances. And if you feel like you're going through depression, or if you feel like you're so stressed out that you don't know what to do, and maybe you even feel like you have thoughts of wanting to give up, you don't want to give up your whole life. You just want to give up your old life. You don't want to wake up tomorrow and feel the same way that you feel today. So the best way to deal with that is disconnect from everything. The best way to disconnect from everything is to meditate. Sit in stillness, get quiet. Sit in a quiet room, sit in a bathroom. If you don't have privacy in your home, go in your bathroom by yourself, close the door, sit for a second and just close your eyes. If you need to, put on some headphones, listen to something on YouTube, 528 hertz, listen to that. Listen to some tones, listen to something that can disengage your mind from what's going on around you, and but let go of the thoughts, because it's your thoughts that makes you feel depressed. It's the thoughts that make you feel like you want to give up. It's the thoughts that control your reality. When people think negative thoughts, they bring negative things into their reality, because the reality is obedient to your expectation. Your expectations create thought, and thought create your reality. So you have to find a way to start to expect better things, focus on better things, think of better things. Another way to focus on better things is to look at videos of babies, watch some comedy, look at love stories. If you're going through a hurtful situation in a relationship, don't look at love stories, look at babies. Look at pictures of yourself when you're happier. If you're struggling with weight, look at pictures of yourself when you're in better shape. But do something. You have to move. You have to make a choice. You have to do something. And it can't be the same thing that you've been doing, because that's what got you in the situation that you're in right now. You can't lose weight eating the same things you've eaten and doing the same habits that you've done. You have to cut back on the amount of food you're eating. You have to drink more water. You have to drink, if you drink one big meal every day and you feel like you're not at the weight you want to be, then you need to start breaking that meal down in smaller meals. So eat 6 small meals and add cardio and add water. If you're going through a relationship situation, first, before you blame your partner, because yes, we do deal with people who challenge us, and we do deal with situations and things that challenge us in life. So I'm not discounting that. But what I am saying you should do is to go within. Go within yourself and see what it is that you can fix within yourself. I know when I was in my worst relationships, it was because I was broken on the inside. I was hurt. I was blaming, I was dragging the past around, and there was things that were unresolved inside of me that I needed to deal with. And I had to learn that I wasn't in a position to be with a partner until I fixed as much as I could within myself. And when I did that, that's when my wife came along and we connected. We'll be celebrating 9 years this coming January, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. And it's because I became happy first within myself. So listen to the signs coming from the inside, the repetitive messages that you're receiving on the outside. It could be TV shows, on your social media, friends, someone at work, just in traffic. You could be getting messages on what you need to do to move yourself to the next phase of your life so you can live more of the best life ever for yourself. There is a code. There is something you can do. There's a process that you can adopt that can allow you to start thinking in a way that you will live this life better than you've ever dreamt. When you were a kid, you had aspirations and dreams and thoughts, and you felt like you could accomplish anything. That kid still lives inside of you. You can still accomplish all your goals. You can still accomplish all your dreams. You don't have to let anything stop you. Only thing that can stop you is you focusing on the wrong things, practicing the wrong thoughts, and not moving when everything in life is telling you to move. Even if it's a whisper right now. It's as simple as asking yourself, your body. You live in your body. You can ask your body, what can I do to love you better? How can I love you better? And your body will give you signs that you'll start having cravings of things to eat, places to go, things to watch, things to do. It will show you. The same deal in your relationships. Ask yourself, what can I do to be better in this relationship? Because the first and most important relationship we all have is the relationship with ourselves. You have to have a great relationship with yourself to have great relationships with anyone in it or anything. Everything is an inside job. It starts with you on the inside. It starts with where you are with yourself, how you feel about yourself. Keep your word to yourself. If you promise you're going to do something, do it. So when you finally get yourself in a position to have an amazing relationship, remember two people are involved in this relationship. Neither one of you should be held accountable for the other person's happiness. You are in charge of your own happiness. Your happiness is on you. The rule that I have with myself when dealing with my wife is I'm in charge of my happiness. It's not up to her to make me happy. The rule that she has with herself is she makes herself happy. It's not up to me to make her happy. We make ourselves happy, and then we come together as happy as we can be. Everything we do is based on self-respect, self-love, connection. Anything that I do when she's not around, I think of, if she is around, would I do it? And those are the only things I do when it's pertaining to my relationship with my wife. So a lot of people complain about their relationships and what they don't like. But are you being what you're asking for? Are you committed at the level that you're wanting the commitment in return? It's a whole another conversation, but today we're gonna stay focused on when do we move? When do we make a choice to make a change? And it's when everything in your life is guiding you towards something different. I believe that sometimes people are called crazy because they're in situations that seem to other people on the outside to be so comfortable and the best possible situation that they think that they could be in. And if you tell someone that you're going to make change or move out of the situation, it's met with resistance because they feel like if they were in your situation, they would stay there because that seems like the best possible, most achievable situation that you could be in. But when you have something inside of you telling you that there's more for you and there's something different for you, regardless of what it is, you have to take a chance. You have to take a chance. Bet on yourself. Bet on your inner guidance system and your truth, and have faith and just go for it. Every person that's done something magnificent, or every person that has been considered a genius, or anyone who's achieved great things, had to take a leap of faith. And there are people in their life that told them that they were crazy or felt like they were crazy. You're crazy until you do it. You're crazy until you accomplish it. The reason why you're crazy first is because you're usually doing something that no one's ever even heard of or seen before, and they feel like if they were in that situation, they would just stay in a comfortable place. But to be great, you have to do great things, and it comes with great sacrifice at times. You don't have to sacrifice your life. The most important thing that we have every single day, no matter what, is time. And how you use your time will dictate how you live your life. So start using your time on things that help you to feel better, to be better, to live better, to know better. And when you know better, you do better. Make sure that every move that you're making is from the heart, it's from the soul. And what I mean by that is do what you love. So you love what you do, then you'll love your life. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It doesn't matter where you're from, your economic background, doesn't matter what you've accomplished, who you hang with, who you know, your title, none of that matters. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. And what you do with it creates the type of life, the quality of life that you allow yourself to live and experience. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm talking to you. If you feel like you're in a position that life is calling you to something different, life is demanding that you level up. If you've been going through major challenges lately, it's probably because life is telling you that there's something else in store for you. And I'm not telling you to leave anything. I'm not telling you to quit anything. I'm just telling you to listen to the signs. Ask God, ask your creator, ask yourself. Learn how to meditate if you don't know, but get the answers, because everything that you want and need lives inside of you. It is not on the outside of you. We can get extra confirmation from other things, but you don't really need it. Truthfully, everything that you want and need, the source of it is on the inside of you. And all you have to do is go inside and connect with your truth to access it. So let's recap. The best time to move is when you feel like everything in your life is guiding you towards movement, guiding you towards something different. When you start to get that inner nudge, or you start to get an overwhelming feeling of having to make different choices or do something different, no matter what position you're in, I am here to tell you, if you would just go out on faith, trust yourself, trust the universe, trust your creator, trust God, make that choice. Things will change for you in a way that you've only dreamt. You can also hire me and I can help you to unlock the keys and unlock the doors to you living your best life ever. It took me years to get to this point. I finally found peace in every part of my life. I have joy in my life. I wish everybody well. When I put posts online, I'm serious. Those things are from the heart, because I've seen the darkest days. I've gone through some of the most stressful, depressing, life-challenging struggles. And this has happened before next, it's happened during next, and it happened after next. And everything in my life was guiding me to go within to find peace. And meditation saved my life. So the thing that I had to connect with, the thing that forced me to move, was me. Everything in my life shut down. I wasn't able to access anything. Lost everything. Because God and the universe was trying to get my attention. I needed to be more peaceful, less reactive. I needed to be more focused, because I needed to be sitting right here, talking to you right now, the way that I am, and helping you understand that wherever you are in life, if there's somewhere else that you want to be, you can get there. You're still alive. You still have the opportunity. All you need is the tools. All you need is to know how to use the tools, because you have a lot of them within you. So remember, use every moment that you have to show your gratitude for your life and everything in it. Stay open to learning. Remain calm. If you have a temper, lose it, because tempers will destroy you. Mine challenged my life at the highest level. Also, love yourself more. Self-love is the most important love. It's difficult to love someone else authentically before you love yourself with your whole heart, mind, body, and soul. Once you get that in alignment, you can love others. And then make sure that you're offering what you want to receive. This way, you're focused on balancing your simp, your spirit, your emotions, your mentality, and your physical. It's your time. You can do anything. Keep that in mind. I'll be coming on doing as many podcasts as I can. Like I said at the beginning, this is not your ordinary podcast. Here on the Best Life Ever Team podcast, we will come together and share tips and share stories and do what we can to celebrate and help each other to live the absolute best life ever possible. And I wish you all the best wherever you are, no matter what. I love you, even if you don't love yourself. I've been in a dark place before for many years. And if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. Wishing you the best life ever, worldwide, now and always. Peace.